At this time, I will discuss one of the things that is being discussed a lot lately, namely the pilkada, which is still being carried out even though it is country in progress. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic that has hit the world as it is today, there are many other countries such as New Zealand, Hong Kong, Bolivia, South Korea, Singapore, and some other countries. But why Indonesia still stubborn to stay carry out the simulating regional excellence? The regional excellence is in the midst of the pandemic have drawn a lot of criticism and controversy because it's the it's, it is considered to potentially lead to new cluster as well. The amount of money politics that stalled pandemic and the Indonesian people because of the middle. This pandemic, the, the economy is very sweet. However, the governments are good. The region excellence in the midst of the pandemic were still being held because of this regional are already underway, and if the excellent the postponed it the result in a vacuum in the state of region had and in the interest of the people. He said, but why if the government said this this is in the interest of the people, but there are many of the people who reject the excellent policy that will continue to be held indeed for the interest of the people or for the interest of the children of the still elite in this remote that they will advance in various region in this region excellent such as children and sons in law. Mr. President Jokowi to Mr. Prabowo next. It also makes pilkada simultaneously 2020 is increasingly race, raping the force and course based on the results from the several countries in the world. Those who continue to hold pilkada are indeed large countries that can overcome this pandemic problem. Well, well, what about Indonesian? The people very difficult to set up, and the positive tests are getting soaring scores for concern. Besides, on the book design election system, new good international idea. This the is this book new good book futures update code the text first ingredients on the electoral electoral system development process, new case study and several substantions, edition on special issues such as the quality of government presentation, the challenge of the situation post-conflict, and the use of the direct democracy of teams. There is also a revisit to about the electoral system in the world in the in the form of maps, attachment and table. The background to the coach of the electoral system is as important as the choice itself issue itself itself. The choice of the electoral system is basic more of the political process, not a one issue for which independent technical experts can come up with a right answer. In fact, directions of political subversion almost always factor in the choice in the electoral system is sometimes even only consideration in the meantime. The menu of electoral system available often in fact is relatively limited menu. Even so, the cal- calculation of the long-term political interests also often can obscure the long-term consequence of the system-specific election and the interests of the whole political system. Because of that talk, a strong legend per practice of structure. This handbook attempts to approach the issue, judge the electoral system in the widest and comprehensive way possible. This handbook is aimed at political negotiator, negotiator designed constitution and the those involved in debates, debates about political institution in new developing democracies and transitions countries. After all, because national political institution is a crucial duty, not only the new democratic countries but also to establishing democracy to try to adapt their system to better perfect the political realities. The guide also attempts to discuss what is of the interest to people in the established democracies may be moderate, designing or reducing election system, remembering the interest target. This with much of the academic literature of the subject must be simple, fit, will at the same time in attempts to discuss a few issues. Who are more example? This is feel is if this guidebooks modern sometimes seem to simplex and attempt to simplex is it is usually an attempt to balance the two objects of clarity and commission. If not aids deliber- deliberative democracy focus more on the decisions making or on the celebration of law that will govern all politics, the determines the depth and maintenance of all national and civil institutions or regular the that are generally abstract in natural now as regulating the classification of relief by the law of the state administration. Unlike direct democracy and in indirect democracy more close discuss charging material with state institution, whether in person or in person, to be a representative of the fund of the people's aspiration. In such a position, democracy become an essential theory to moving the way or instrument towards election and bring about a democracy that is entirely created by the dedication decisions and will of the people. There is no other way or means to be used other than election that can force the theory of the popular argument to the country and all the countries the rec- recognize and practice democracy in the world hold election in order to achieve democracy that led of the Fukuyama's thesis of uncalled or argue the liberal democracy was the ultimate terms by the developing world, even in even the Islamic states in recourses by Fukuyama on Akini Akia will also be a democracy. Elections can also be said to be the natural child of the Fag democracy. To establish the prince of the people, separate in the generation phenomena. The principles of the Chinese generation elections constitutionally sounds like as king of the people democracies. Mark that each citizen has the right of the participate in the state decisions making process. Elections can also see to context of democracy and the style of law mandates in the Constitution. As stressed in Chapter 1, verse 2. Sovereignty is in the hands of the people and is carried out according to the law. Further, in the chapter 1, verse 2, 3, the statement, the country of Indonesia is land of the law. From the principles of the elections it was understood that election we are a very important political activity in the process of holding power in a country that hold democratic principle and help on to the interests and desires of the people, but when in the reality cannot to be accepted and to process and the controversy should be reconsidered or even postponed for the opportunity and welfare to the people of the country in which Indonesia now Indonesian. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.